We made a simple survey from coffee farmers to find out how long do they take to receive first harvest of their coffee, and we found out they take 2 to 3 years to see their first harvest in coffee. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, that's what are the results of a farmer who cares for coffee as though they care for horticulture. Hi, my name is Vincent from Fish Consultants, and I've helped farmers in the area of agronomic practices for a number of years. I believe by the end of this you're going to have found some interesting information. So first of all, let's talk about the water systems before we begin agriculture. If you don't want to be frustrated by the results you're going to get, you first set up the water systems. Most of the people want to sell off their land. They say they don't have water on the piece of land they have. But there are different types of water. You can have underground water. You can also harvest water. So as long as you have land, you have water under the ground. So you can use the underground water, and then you set up a facility that collects all that water. Let's say a concrete wall tank that is cladded with lead stones, or some of them call them slate stones, and it is already circular in nature. You can make it big enough to accommodate about 40,000 liters of water, such that you can supply your coffee with water. Then you get a water system, and then you fill all your plantation with pipes running around the coffee plantation, with holes around the coffee plantation. The pipes pour water in the trenches or in the holes that already have the fertilizers, so the roots of the coffee extend a little bit to collect the fertilizer and the water from the hole or the trench, so you don't need to carry watering cans around 40 acres of coffee. So that's what you need to first do before you start your coffee plantation. And sometimes I encourage farmers, if you want to set up 10 acres of coffee, it's better you set up and use the rest of the money to set up watering systems. You're gonna get good results, and then you keep on increasing your acreage than you starting 40 acres and you're unable to care for them adequately. Then you need to do close monitoring of the coffee. If you have a manager, or if you stay around your coffee plantation, you need to take close monitoring of the farm. You need to watch out the leaves that you see are being affected by insects, the coffee boring insects, and the trunks or branches that are dry. You prune them off. Even these coffee suckers that are trying to develop off the main axis or the trunk, you also prune them off because they are sucking energy and nutrients from the coffee plant. Then you also need to prune off the old primary branches, though they were bearing coffee, but now they are old and they are touching the ground, so they are harboring pests from the ground. So you need to prune off them. We call it cutting in agriculture. Then you also prune off these that are secondary or tertiary branches that are developing off the primary, because what we only need a main trunk and then the primary branches where the coffee beans develop. So you have to be so keen. There is also what we call topping in coffee, where you trim off the shoot up because it grows so tall and you cannot even harvest the coffee by yourself. So it has to be in a height where you can harvest it. So you have to make sure also remove the shoot above the coffee. Then another thing, you need to be using some insecticides, because you're not going to be able to fight insecticides and pests unless you are using some chemical to fight them, because these are already in the agri shops there. You can access them anytime you want. So we want to talk about the results that you achieve when you care for coffee as though you're caring for horticulture, because you've seen we take a lot of care for horticulture, let's say onions or tomatoes. So number one, you're going to receive quick growth. After like 7 months, if you planted coffee cutting, after 7 months you are going to see some bit of the white jasmine flower developing, and that's flowering. And after like 13 months, that's 1 year and one month, you're late by 1 month, you begin harvesting your coffee if you really took the precautions that I've just talked about. And another result you're going to have, you harvest all year round. You don't have to harvest 2 times. You have to harvest in season and out of season, because the coffee keeps on bringing coffee beans. The reason as to why our coffee we generally harvest 2 times, because we only have two seasons. So if you keep on providing water to your coffee, I guarantee you're going to harvest all year round, in season and out of season. For 1 acre you can harvest something like 40 to 50 bags of coffee if you're really taking the precautions that I just talked about. And from there you're going to enjoy coffee farming. Catch you in the next. Make sure you subscribe and you like our content. We also offer a number of services. You can check in the description, find out more. So that's what I wanted to share.